Do you feel that there is this sense of unworthiness, the sense that I'm not good enough, that always stays with you no matter what you do? I know I do. Today I'm going to be exploring where that sense comes from and what we can do about it. So let's get started. Hi, I'm Ruby and this is the Unshaming Project. The first time when I was told I'm not good enough, the message was very subtle and it came from religious teachers. Even though God was genderless, or God has always been genderless, these religious teachers, they refer to God or Allah as He, not she. Almost all the religious teachers were males. They told us that men were head of the family and that it was women's job to take care of men and take care of children. It was in a woman's honor to not think about her needs and sacrifice herself in order to serve the men of her life. They said if a woman does that, then she will go to heaven after she is dead. For a long time, I believed in these messages. I never questioned them because they told us not to question. And because they told us men were more wise and men were smarter and wiser, I never thought to question. I would always go to a religious teacher because, of course, how can I think anything? I am stupid, right? So I kept living my life. I kept believing that I did not matter. But there was something inside of me, something not quite right. It just did not sit right with me, even though I believed it. As you can guess, I ran away from Pakistan as soon as I could. And I thought that the Western world is the answer to this feeling. There I will feel free and I won't have to deal with this feeling of unworthiness. In the beginning, it did seem like that it was the Western world, women did have more rights, certainly law protecting them more than the law does in Pakistan. But then subtleties started to happen. Even in the Western world, I did not see many priests who were females. They were almost exclusively males. And you must be thinking I'm talking a lot about religion, but I feel that the fabric of our society is formed by religious principles. And it doesn't really matter whether we are religious or not, we are surrounded by these messages and they inevitably change our psyche. In some ways, I wonder if Muhammad or Jesus or Moses, if they were females, how would that have changed the religious course? Would God be more feminine rather than more masculine? Will we say Heavenly Mother rather than Heavenly Father? But now we probably won't know, right? I also like Greek mythology and Egyptian mythology because they were not only gods but also goddesses, which seemed like a more fair way to understand life, understand universe, understand religion. But never mind that, we have gone past that as well. So now what? Now that we are here today, what now? I think it's important for me to recognize that what I'm trying to undo has been here for centuries and for generations. So it's not that easy to just undo. It's not a flick of a switch. So I gotta be gentle, I gotta be patient, but I also gotta be aware. How do I be aware? I tell you a very funny story. Well, it's not that funny, but we do a takeaway from an Indian place, and that place is run by a couple, a really nice couple, and they sometimes have their children waiting for them when they're finishing work. So the daughter is about 6 to 7 years old. She goes to school, and they also have a 2-year-old boy. When we go there and when we are waiting for our food, we talk to her. She shows us her drawings, and we just talk to her about what she's doing at school and that kind of stuff. I tell you what, she believes that her toddler brother, who is 4 years younger than her, is smarter and wiser than her. Now, that message would have had to have come from her parents or her adults, and that's what I'm talking about. By following the same sort of messages, we are perpetuating the cycle. for our next generation as well. We just got to stop. We have to be aware on when we are driven by that unconditional, when we are driven by that subconscious conditioning. So what I do, sometimes I try to refer to God as she and see how that feels like. What I also do is I read more about women, about inspiring women, about women who have contributed towards this life, this world, and I surround myself with messages by wiser women. Brené Brown, she is an amazing woman. I don't think any man could catch up to her. I listen to her, and by surrounding myself with these messages, I kind of start to feel like, women are actually smart, women are wise, and that's all I need to do to change my psyche slowly, right? Well, thank you so much for your time.